time I straightened my hair with this color. I kind of like it straight more than I like it curled, which is kind of weird. Like I feel like it looks more brown when I have it straight as opposed to curling it, but I don't know. I kind of want to know you guys' opinions, so I'm going to put a poll up here. Let me know, do you like the dark hair better or do you like the brown hair? I'm like somewhere in between. Like my dark hair is just like iconic, I feel, and then the brown hair is just like so different. But anyways, I'm finally going to be doing a updated brow routine. I did a brow routine a very long time ago. I mean, like when I was like still filming on like my Sony a500 camera, which is like my vlogging camera. But I am going to be doing an updated video for you guys today. So I obviously have no brows on, and don't worry, I'm going to like be zooming you guys in and all of that good stuff so you can really see exactly what I am doing. So I'm going to show you guys what I like to use for products, and I'm just going to give you guys a couple of different options. And the main thing that I like to use are not pomades but brow pencils. What is that? Is that a spider? Oh no, oh my god, it's just like the cloth from my like curtain that's just like hanging. Whew, I thought that was a spider. Your girl's about to jump all over the damn place. So like I was saying, I like to use brow pencils. Pomades are really not my best friend. Brow pencils are just really easy and quick for me. And I'm going to show you guys 3 different options, and they are very different in regards to price points. But I will say my holy grail is definitely the Benefit Precisely My Brow. Like I love this brow pencil because of how skinny the tip is. Like you can really get precise, which hence the name. And of course it has the spoolie. I am in the shade number 6, so if you are the same skin tone as me, and shade number 6 still works with this hair as well, so I don't have to worry. The other 2 is, first of all, this one. This has been like hiding from me, and when LA girls sent me their PR, they sent me this brow pencil, and I was like, oh my god, why have I never used you? This is their Shady Slim Brow Pencil, and it's kind of the same thing. Like I like brow pencils where the tip of it is really skinny, so again, you get a lot of control over where you're placing the product. And of course it has another spoolie at the end. The shade that I use, I believe, is Blackest Brown. This is black, but I like to use Blackest Brown, so that's the shade that I like to use. And then the last one, this is like my holy grail. I use it on myself, I use it on clients as well, and it is the ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Blackest Brown. This pencil is so good. Like I'm telling you, like it cut my brow routine, like the time, like down in half because of how pigmented this is. It can sometimes be a little too pigmented, so you just have to be careful. But again, it's the same thing where the tip of this is really skinny and small, so you get a lot of precision. I will just say, if you buy this pencil, you can't like turn it down. So however much product you turn up, that's how much you're gonna get. Like there's no way you can turn this back down, so just be careful with that. So let me zoom you guys in and we'll get this going. Alright, for this I'm going to be using my Precisely My Brow from Benefit, and I'm just gonna like show you guys what the tip really looks like zoomed in here. Like it is so small. Like, do you see what I mean? Like you can really get in there and like precisely put the product where you want it. So the first thing I like to do is just to brush these up and then brush them kind of in that shape and down that I want. And using the pencil, I'm gonna outline first the shape that I want. So I always start at the bottom here, which is where I have the most bald spots. And I'm using really light pressure for this. I'm going to bring it all the way down to the tail. And I love to extend my tail just a little bit to make my brows look a little bit longer and sharper. So you can kind of see the shape again there has been a little bit more refined. For the top, I actually like to start right here. Again, I'm just like making that shape and like refining that arch area, and then once I get to the tail, I'll follow my natural tail. I don't do anything too crazy. So once I have that, Again, it's just a matter of like brushing it. You can really see like the bald spots. I have a bald spot here. I need to fill in here and kind of like make hair a little bit darker so it looks a little bit more even. So I'm just going to take the pencil and just lightly fill in. Again, I'm using really light pressure. And what I really like about brow pencils specifically is that depending on how much pressure you're applying, that's how much darker your strokes are going to be. So if you like darker brows, use a little bit more pressure, but still, again, be careful of how much you're applying. So I have like the general shape here, and then what I like to do is go in with a powder. I love using this one from Benefit. This is the Foolproof Brow Powder. This is actually in the shade 5, and the reason why I love it is because if you are now starting off with brows, it shows you exactly where you need to put it, the darker shade on your tails and then the lighter shade up in the front. Alright, let me get a brow brush here, and what I like to do is first go in with the dark shade, and I'm lightly applying this only on like the tails of my brow, because again, that's where you want the darkest to be. And then I do take a little bit extra and apply it just on that bald spot area, because that spot needs a little bit more TLC than the rest of my brows. Brush it really lightly, and then I'm gonna like wipe off my brush a little bit here and go into the lighter shade. I'm gonna turn my brush around and using just that tip, gonna make like little hair-like strokes. And again, always making sure you brush through your brows. So you can definitely tell the difference between what this brow looks like as opposed to what this brow looks like. Like, I feel like this one is definitely like fluffy and filled in, and it still has like that defined shape, but it's not boxy or doesn't look crazy or anything. The main thing in regards to brows is to make sure that it complements your face shape as well as what kind of works for you specifically, because everyone is definitely different, of course. The only other thing that I would do is go in with a brow gel. There are so many that I honestly have here, and again, I'm going to give you guys a couple of different options, and again, they are in very different price range. So the first one, we have the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. That is like, I feel like everyone under the sun knows that one. I also do like to use this one. This is the Maybelline Pro Precise Fiber Volumizer Brow Gel. This does have a color. This is in the shade medium brown. This is a really nice brow gel because it actually does have little fibers that are actually on the actual bristles. Because this has the fibers on it, it's going to make your brows look a little bit more fluffy and full while still looking natural. But the only thing I will say is because of the tip, it is quite large. So if you don't have like big, fluffy, like full brows, this can be a little intimidating, which it is sometimes for me, but you just have to be a little bit more careful when you're applying this. And the third one that I use is the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is in the shade 6. This is really small, and again, the applicator is really tiny, so getting up in there is really nice. For this one, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer, because it's inexpensive and it's something you can find right at the drugstore. So I start in the front, well, not really all the way in the front. I start like kind of in the middle, just lightly brush this on, and then when I get to the front, I use even lighter pressure and brush those brow hairs up. So this is my brow routine. It literally takes me no more than like 5-6 minutes tops. If it takes me 10 minutes, that's just because I'm being really OCD and I'm probably going out to an event. But let me know down below in the comments if you guys try it, if it is helpful, if you guys are going to use any of my techniques and kind of incorporate it in with yours. So yeah, definitely let me know. I know y'all are going to probably ask what I'm wearing on my lips. I went into these are like from Nude Sticks. What are these called? They're the Magnetic Matte Lip Color. This is in the color Boho. It's super duper dirty because I use it all the time. But this color is so pretty. I of course went into my Wet n Wild Don't Be a Prude gel lip liner like I always do, and it just makes my lips look a little bit more bigger than they actually are. So I love using this, and this is waterproof. I kid you not, I've like eaten like a full-blown like juicy burger and my lipstick is still on at the end of it. Just saying. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching, and per usual, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. You're already here. Just do it.
I must confess that you turn me on. Nothing less when you move.